Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial, and this is the end of 2016. A lot of people have been saying that 2016 was probably the worst year of their lives. Honestly, I don't know. I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with 2016. Honestly, I feel like I met a lot of amazing people and I've done a lot of amazing things, but then there's always the negative. But honestly, I definitely don't think it outweighs the good that has happened this year. So I am ending 2016 on a positive note, and I hope that you guys do too. And I really got so inspired for this look because I wanted to incorporate glitter and a liner, because I have not done a liner or glitter probably in months and months and months on my channel. So I was like, you know what, let's do something fun. It is the end of the year. Let's break out of our comfort zone. So I did a winged liner, I did a glitter liner, and then I did a red lip. So this look, honestly, I am completely and utterly in love with, and I hope that you guys recreate it for New Year's Eve. I know that the red lip may seem like a little bit much with the glitter and the liner and like how dark the eyes are, but honestly, I feel like this look is perfect together, and I love how it came out, obviously, because I did it, so I'm a little bit biased. I'm very excited for what 2017 is going to bring. There's going to be a lot of changes with me personally, as you guys know, with transitioning and everything. That is going to kind of be my year. I hope that you guys have a fun and safe New Year's, and I really hope that you guys start 2017 with a positive note. I honestly think it's all about your mindset. Stay positive and great things will come your way. So without further ado, if you guys want to see how I achieved this double winged liner and red lip tutorial, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so welcome back. We're going to be jumping in with the Morphe 35O matte palette, and we're going to be taking this taupey brown shade, which is a little more on the neutral side, which you guys know I love to start with a warm shade, but I thought let's be a little bit different this time. And I'm using a Morphe M441, which is probably one of my favorite blending brushes recently to kind of start off with. Usually I would start with my Sigma E40, but for some reason I feel like I like the dome shape of the Morphe M441 a little bit better right now. I go through phases of which brushes I love like the most, but I do love this one from Morphe, and plus it's like super cheap, so loves it. Now, because I was feeling like this look wasn't warm enough for me, I definitely had to go in with this orange shade. It's so hard for me to not go in with like a orange or a really, really, really warm shade. I just love how that looks, and I feel like it complements my eye color so much and my skin tone. So that is why we're going in with this warm shadow. And then we're taking this cranberry brick red shade, which I'm obsessed with, and a Sigma E25. And I'm going to be first starting this and focusing the majority of this on the outer corner, as you guys are going to see. There is a little bit of fallout, so I am going to be doing like more of a patting motion, because that's going to help with keeping the fallout kind of contained on my lid, instead of kind of falling down onto my cheek. So if you guys are somebody who does your foundation first and concealer, I definitely recommend patting motions if you're going to be using some like eyeshadow that has a lot of fallout. It works a little bit better, and you don't have to worry about like tons of like fallout on your cheeks. So then I'm just going in and adding a little bit more into the inner corner. This is not a halo eye like before, but I did want to kind of deepen up my crease a little, since I was going to be doing like a dramatic eye. So then again on the other eye, we're kind of just focusing this out in the outer corner and then starting to work it through the crease with the E25. As you guys notice, when I want to be a little bit more precise, I will hold the brush kind of vertical to my eye. So when I'm blending on the outer corner, it's kind of angled down, but when I want to get really precise in my crease, I will kind of hold it directly like vertical. Then we're going to be taking this dark grayish brown and this Smith 247 brush, which I love for outer crease work or using darker colors. I think that it's very precise, it's small, and it really just applies the product where I need it to go. As you guys notice, we're having a little bit of fallout, so I'm kind of sticking with the whole padding and and then blending after, just after we get all of the pigment down. As you guys see, the fallout was kind of a little intense. So I do notice this a lot with Morphe shadows. I do get a lot of fallout, but again, guys, it's super easy to clean up. So it's not really like a do or die. Like, I'm not going to not buy eyeshadow because of fallout. Like, it's gonna happen. So then we're gonna be taking this liner brush from Sigma in Maybelline's Blackest Black Gel liner and starting on the outer corner, drawing the wing out and then connecting it to our lash line. I like to have a super sharp wing, and that's just my own little preference. And then as you guys see, I will kind of just drag back and connect the line. Then we're going to be taking the glitter glue and a angled eyeliner brush. This is also from Sigma. This is the B12, and I'm taking a mixture of first I'm going to be taking the Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to be like kind of like lining my eye above the winged liner that we had done, and then I will go ahead and dip into my MakeupGeek Milky Way sparkler, and then I will kind of just pat it on. It is going to be a little bit messy at first because this is a loose glitter. It's not a glitter liner. So it is going to be a little bit messy. But as you guys will see in a second, we will go back in with the Maybelline Blackest Black Gel liner and clean it up. So it's like a nice smooth line. So I just took the glitter glue and then I'm patting this down and then we will clean up after. As you guys see, it's super easy to clean up the glitter with a gel liner. I think, personally, this is a very thin and finely milled glitter. Then we're just applying some mascara as per usual before we apply our falsies. It just makes it a lot easier to mold them together, and we're using the Huda Beauty lashes in Samantha. Then we're taking the Benefit PoreFessional Primer. I've been obsessed with this lately. It's kind of replaced my Makeup Forever. Honestly, I still use the Makeup Forever, but this has definitely replaced it. I like how this makes my skin look. And then we're going to be mixing this LA Girl Luminizing Foundation. I want it to be very glowy in this tutorial. It wasn't like, I definitely wouldn't wear this foundation like out all day for my skin type because I'm oily. But I did want this overall look to be very dewy, and I wanted the skin to look fresh and natural. So I thought that this foundation was a good choice. I'm using my beauty blender, obviously. I feel like for this foundation, just to keep the luminosity, I think that the beauty blender was a great choice for molding the foundation into my skin. I did have to go a couple layers because it wasn't as full coverage as I would like it to be. Then we're taking my favorite concealer, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. As you guys see, it is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, which is perfect for highlighting. It's not too light because I don't want like a super, super stark under eye, but I do want some depth to my face. So then I'll also apply it on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and I'll draw like some squiggly lines on my forehead. And then we'll just take the beauty blender and we will go ahead and blend that out. The Beauty Blender is my favorite for concealer. I think that it really just helps mold the concealer, and I apply a lot of concealer in the beginning, but the Beauty Blender will help take away a bunch of that, and it won't be cakey underneath my eyes, and I'm obsessed with the Beauty Blender. I just feel like I always gravitate back towards it. Like, I love me some Sigma brushes, I love me some foundation brushes, but the Beauty Blender it has never done me wrong, so I'm a little obsessed. So we're just going to be taking the Beauty Blender and blending out that concealer, and then we're going to be setting it. So we're going to be taking the Sigma F35, I think, and we're going to be setting our under eye with some translucent powder. I always like to set this immediately after I apply it, just so then it doesn't get any time to crease or settle in my fine lines. And then we will set the rest of my face. I'm using the e.l.f. complexion brush and the same CoverGirl translucent powder. I just feel like this foundation wasn't like the best coverage, but we made it work, guys. We made it work for this tutorial. Then I'm going to be taking the MAC 129, I think this is, and the Anastasia Contour Kit. And I'm first starting at my like temples, and then we're going to contour our face as normal. So there's no need to go like super in depth. This is my normal contouring routine. You guys have seen this in probably every single tutorial. So we're just going to skip past it, and then we're going to be applying blush. This is the NYX Ombre Blush. I'm not sure what the name of this is. It will be listed down below, as products always are. And I wanted something a little bit warmer for this look because we're going to be intensely highlighting. So I'm using Moonstone by Becca Cosmetics in an Anastasia A23 brush. Moonstone was a white highlight, and I felt like I was pale enough to use it. And I was, but it was very stark. Like, I'm used to like my champagne pop, which is more of like a champagne gold, so it's not as noticeable, but Moonstone was killing it. Plus, I want it to be super highlighted, so I was totally fine with it. If it's too much for you guys, you don't have to apply as much as I do. Then we're going to be applying it on the bridge of the nose and everywhere else because I want it to be glowy AF. And then we're going to be taking a flat definer brush in that same gray shade that we used in the beginning, and we're going to be blowing out our smoking out our lower lash line. And we're just using the same colors that we used in the top of the look. One thing that I did do, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I connected the winged liner in my lower lash line. I think that it kind of smoked it out and it looked a lot more uniform and it didn't look like two separate looks. So I connected them and then I started blending out my lower lash line. I love how it came out. I thought it was really pretty and it definitely gave me a little bit of depth to my eye. So this was a last minute thing. I decided that I wanted to apply some of the glitter in the inner corner of my eye also, with the same liner brush. And it just gave it that pop that I wanted it to have because I felt like it was missing something. And then I was like, perfect. So we're applying some roller lash on the bottom of my lashes. And then we're going to be jumping in with this new liquid lipstick. I think it's a liquid lipstick. It's a cream lipstick from MakeupGeek and it's called Beauty Queen. This is the Plush Matte. And I am really obsessed with these. The formula, I can't even tell you guys what the formula is. It is just very creamy. It is not super drying. Like when I apply it to my lips, it's not super watery and then like dries down to like a super dried matte finish. It's kind of matte the whole time, but it's still creamy. It's very hard to describe, but I'm obsessed with it. I love this color and I hate reds on myself, and it was super easy to line my lips with. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I love you guys so much. Have a great new year, and I will see you guys in 2017. I love you guys so much. See you soon.